Hi, this is Jason Fielder with the Daily Forex Report for October 6th. Got a lot going on. The market's just moving all over the place. Don't know if y'all saw what happened in the Dow today, but it was very exciting to say the least. A lot of movement, a lot of opportunities trading on the hour time frame and even down to the 5-minute time frame if you have a system in place where you can just make a lot of money. Now we are looking at the US Japanese yen pair, and I am expecting this market to move between, and I know these figures are rather large, but 105.79 on the high side, on the low side 99.51. Most likely we will move, hit some resistance and move up to 102 possibly, and look for some support to come in around 125. We're actually pretty close to breaking down into the 100s. If that occurs, by the way, look for, let's say if we break down to 100.97, we could very easily, very quickly, if you're looking to scalp the market, go from there down to 92. It's a quick 5-pip move, but a lot of times we get that move, especially on the cusp of being basically another 100 pips up. Now switching over to the Euro USD pair. This particular pair, and this is something I would look for, the odds are in the favor of this pair moving back up and completing this gap that occurred from the previous Friday's close to Sunday's open. If we get a break above this high, I would definitely look to go long to this point. Now that's if it retraces. I'm not saying it's going to, I'm saying if it retraces. I do anticipate this pair to move lower. It has been moving lower. Just if it breaks up above there, it may be a way for you to grab a quick 50 pips or so. I am looking for this market to move between 137.42 on the high side, on the low side 133.95. So that's definitely something to look for. As far as resistance goes, look for some resistance around 135.50 area, and support, look for some support around 13400. Now let's switch over to the pound. Same thing goes with this for this particular pair as well. If we get a break above this point, this high of this previous session, look for it to retrace the gap. I know that's not as much. If you're going to risk something, if you get a move, I mean, it's going to take a lot for us to move back up to that point, not only on the pound but also on the euro. So keep that in mind. If we get a strong move, it's to break that threshold, we're probably going to move on through that. However, what I'm looking for this pair to do within this next session is to move between 177.55 and on the lower side 172.76. Now look for some resistance around the 175.50 level and some support around 173.34. Let's switch over to the US Swiss pair. Okay, this pair also gapped on the open. It gapped up. It almost retraced. I would not trade this particular pair as far as switching or looking for it breaking this low and then filling that gap. Although we are a good ways from it, and if it goes that way, it could very well happen. Hang on one second. Had this pop up on us. Okay, here we go. I am looking for this this next session to move between 115.24 in this pair and on the lower side 112.47. Now look for some resistance to come in pretty much at this same level, and as far as support, look for some support to come in the market around 114.13 for this particular pair. That pretty much does it. I did want to show y'all real quick. I had talked earlier to y'all about the Australian US dollar, how we had some pretty strong strength to the downside for this session. And then we had, we had Friday session closed up, but it went higher and closed down, up overall, but pulled back an awful lot prior to the close. And we were looking for a break of this low, Thursday's low, to go short. If you'd done that, obviously you were rewarded. Even if you took the exit that we had talked about that day, which would have, of course, limited your profit, and you wouldn't have gotten the whole run of today, but you still would have profited from that. So I just wanted to check that out real quick. Now, switching gears over to news announcements, we have the minutes from the FOMC meeting of September being released tomorrow at 2 p.m. That's the most significant news that's going to be released tomorrow, so look for the market to just be another wild ride. It should calm down by the end of the week, but I do anticipate the large moves like we saw today, especially in the US yen. Over a 400 pip range is just amazing within a day. Definitely keep your eye on the markets, and this is a great time to profit. It's a great time to be in the markets. So until tomorrow, this is Jason Fielder. Good trading.